Do not compare yourself with the young people especially who are making big amounts of money on crypto, trading, dropshipping. I'm not saying that these methods don't work, they definitely do. I'm just saying that there's a lot of things that always happens behind the scenes. By behind the scenes, I don't mean things like market manipulation or they have some secret connections and things like that. More so in terms of their energy. A person's energy levels is a very large contributor to their wealth. Now, I'm not talking about that kind of enthusiasm, motivation kind of energy. I'm talking more like the Buddhist karma, merits kind of energy. You can see this everywhere in the world. The most hardworking, the most talented, even the most intelligent people in the world, they do not always make the most money. Those people who make a lot of money, sometimes they tend to have like a stroke of luck. They just happen to land up at the right time in the right place with the right opportunity. So what gives them that stroke of luck? Their energy. So what I learned from my spiritual mentor, Teacher Lu Xia, is that energy is usually derived from 3 areas. First is our present life. From the moment we are born until now, our conduct, what we do, our mindset, it determines the amount of energy that we cultivate and accumulate up to this point. Secondly, it's our past lives. Our collective conduct, how much good things we do, will then determine how much energy we have amassed. And all those reserves, a bank balance that's being stored somewhere inside of us. And lastly, it's in our family lineage. Your parents, your great-grandparents, all the way up. So the amount of energy that they have cultivated will also affect descendants. For the people who make extremely large amounts of money, especially at a relatively young age, almost 100% of the time, they have lots of energy from their past life and from their family lineage that they're somehow able to connect and tap into. So linking back to the very first point on not comparing, because why? We may not have as much energy as them from this past life and family lineage reserves. Or we may have, just that we are not able to harness and tap into it yet. That's also a possibility. Another aspect is also this energy, just like money in the bank, it can also run out, right? So for these people who have lots of past life, ancestor accumulated energy, it's just like their family, their parents leaving for them a large amount of inheritance money that they have access to, and so they have a lot of money that can buy a lot of things. So likewise, in this case, it's not material money, but it's like energy currency. They have a lot of energy, inheritance that they're able to access. They can convert this energy into material wealth. However, if they do not know about this and accumulate more energies for themselves in this present lifetime, then these past and family energies can eventually run out, just like inheritance money. When the energy runs out, that's why we see many of these news where people who were once very glorious, earning a lot of money, they just go downhill straight away, become bankrupt almost overnight, or even going into jail. So sharing this post so that more of us can have more holistic view on how things really work and have a balanced perspective and not have that get rich quick comparison, wanting to make it big fast kind of mentality. Everyone has different foundations energetically. The safest bet is to always build step by step in a very grounded manner, conduct ourselves well as a person. It may take time, but that way, it is the more foolproof way to building wealth and success.